But a group of angry protesters who thronged the premises of Parliament to present a petition on the 2022 budget were denied access by the police, leading to hours of heated verbal exchanges between the police and the enraged agitators. The protesters, who are members of the Fix the Country movement and Economic Fighters League, argue that they had earlier agreed with the police that they would walk into the premises of Parliament to present their petition. They did not understand the sudden change of plans by the police. Joy News' Pakwisi Shandorf has more in the following report.
At the premises of Parliament, where scores of angry protesters have gathered, and their agitation is simple. They simply want to have access to the parliamentarians to articulate their concerns and to express their grievances, particularly with respect to the 1.75 e-levy that was proposed by the finance minister during the reading of the 2022 budget. But it appears that the police would not grant them entry, and that is what is fueling their frustration. They say that they may even want to sleep here and even spend the entire day, provided they get access to the premises.
Fix the Country movement are protesting what they say is growing levels of hardship in the country. The main highlight of the protest was government's decision to impose a 1.75 e-levy on all electronic transactions from January 2022. The main highlight of the protest was government's decision to impose a 1.75 e-levy on all electronic transactions from January 2022. Burning with enthusiasm, they chanted as they made their way to Ghana's parliament to present a formal petition.
We are doing nothing different from what our ancestors did in 1948.
The police would, however, not allow them into Parliament, insisting only 10 people will be allowed into the chamber. This led to prolonged heated hours of exchanges between the police and the livid protesters. A leader of the protesters, Ernesto Eboa, told Joy News that the police had reneged on the initial agreement.
They told us that if we were less than 500, they would allow all of us into the house. We've tried as much as possible to produce a number even less than 300, and we are still here. So when we say fix the country, it is also an integrity question. How many of us have the integrity to stand by our words?
One of the protesters who was aggrieved by the decision of the police also had this to say.
Akufo-Addo has disrespected Ghana for so long. In fact, wherever Akufo-Addo is, knows that this demonstration is going on. And he could have placed a phone call to the Speaker of Parliament or whoever it is that my fellow Ghanaians are out there demonstrating. They are pulling out their grievances. Go and listen to them. Whatever it is, I am a democratic human rights activist, a president who represents the people, and I have been there for demonstration. In fact, Akufo-Addo has been demonstrating throughout his political career. For what? For free taxations, for bad taxations, for good leadership. Yeah, today he's a president, and Akufo-Addo is exhibiting bad leadership, imposing wrong taxes on the people. Today, Akufo-Addo sitting wherever he is or living wherever he is can't call the leadership of this parliament to tell them that my people are demonstrating.
Convener of the Fix the Country movement, Oliver Mause Bakavomawo, was also frustrated by the decision of the police. He said government's decision to impose the 1.75% levy on electronic transactions will make life difficult for citizens in the country.
The fact that we need taxes to develop a country doesn't mean that we only target taxes at the poorer sections of our society. And this is what this tax does. It focuses on the poorer sections of our society. And this is one of the biggest concerns we have, that there's so many other ways to raise revenue. In this whole conversation about, for instance, they've talked about COVID-19 and the need to tighten our belt. Who did COVID-19 hit? It hit the people directly. It was us that lost jobs. It was us that lost loved ones in the dysfunctional healthcare system. And then you come and turn around and then pick our pockets as a already having lived a tragedy. You want to impose further cost on us. I think that, the conversation about taxes is not just tax for tax's sake, but you probably think through what kind of tax you have.